Good morning, it's Sunday and it's 5 in the morning. I'm going to show you what I eat in a day. Let's do this. Got to go to the markets to get all my food for the week, and I also have a full morning of clients. Caffeine to the rescue, know what I mean? There's pretty much just two things that I do. One is intermittent fasting and two, low carb, high fat. And I've been eating this way for about 8 years, literally. That's just what works for me. You might be completely different. Don't just copy what I do. Always listen to your body. I've personally found that low carb, high fat with intermittent fasting is the best way for me to maintain a lean body and still build muscle. For me, it's my digestive health and my energy and mental clarity. The most important thing that I want you guys to know when you're watching what I'm eating today is that I do not count calories, I do not weigh my food, I do not track my macros. I basically just eat clean whole foods. I go off my hunger, so I eat intuitively, just like I train intuitively. If I need a rest day, I won't train and my calories will probably be lower because I won't be as hungry. If I feel good and I train something like legs or back and I have a really intense heavy session, then I'm going to be hungrier, and so I will just eat more, and I will typically have some carbs after my workout. I don't believe that in order to get results you have to be strict with your diet, and moderation is good. I'm probably like follow an 80-20 approach, meaning most of the time I'm eating healthy, I'm eating the right things that my body likes, and then the other 20% of the time I might go out and eat Thai food. I might order a pizza. If it's Easter, I'll eat some chocolate. Like, don't stress over the little things. Food isn't just fuel, it's predominantly meant to be fuel, but it's also social connection. And so I want you to remember that, because there's no point in living this life if you're just going to restrict yourself. But also understand, you guys, that I can be flexible like this because for near on a decade I have prioritized my health and my well-being. Basically, I'm metabolically flexible, which means that I can have this balance. If you're not at this stage yet, then you might have to be a little bit stricter. You might have to put healthier habits in place, and this doesn't happen overnight. Don't compare yourself to where someone else is at. Stay in your own lane, work out what works for your body. It's gonna take some trial and error, but be consistent. Be consistent, be consistent, and be patient, because shit takes time. And so for the purposes of this video, not that I count calories or track macros or weigh food or do any of that, but just so that you can gauge the amounts of what I'm eating and how many rough calories I have a day, I will include it in this video. Okay, that's enough ranting. You want to see the food, don't you? Let's do it. So I've just finished training and this is the best coffee in town. This is an almond latte. So delicious. So Sunday is market day, so we get all of our food for the week. So we're completely stocked up, so I'll just show you my fridge. Veggies, eggs, we've got lots of meat, we've got chicken, rump cap, we've got some chicken livers. This is a fresh batch of stock, which we've got in there. And then some more veggies, we've got some mushrooms and green beans. And of course, tons of butter because, you know, I like my high fat. Because it's Sunday and because I am English, we normally have a Sunday roast. So I'm gonna show you how I make it. It's basically a roast but minus the potatoes because this is going to be a low carb day for me. As you saw, I trained earlier, but it wasn't like an intense session. Normally I'll have my carbs only after a massive workout, so if I'm training legs or back, but today was just arms. No, I'll give him that. Normally the Viking does the carrots and he does the... Am I doing them right? Tell me at least, am I doing them right? That's called a carrot. And these are juicing carrots, by the way. You know.
Hence the deformed little one.
That's why they look a bit weird. But there's nothing wrong with them.
Well, what makes them juicing carrots?
Because they don't look perfect.
Yeah.
But, you know, all the veg from the supermarkets are genetically modified. And you can tell when you buy organic because they're meant to look like this. They're not meant to look perfect. If they're shiny and perfect and really big, you know you're eating Frankenstein food.
Insta carrots.
Insta carrots, yeah. Pepper, a lot of salt, a lot. Don't be scared to salt your food, especially if you do low carb.
What about your heart?
No. I've got 2 rice crackers with some nut butter, very generously spread, and I've got my Amazing Grass Super Greens chocolate infused shake. So when I got back from the pool, I steamed some green beans, and here is the final le chicken. How amazing does that skin look? Ugh. 250 grams of chicken, a cup of green beans, a cup of roasted carrots. I've also got 2 tablespoons of sauerkraut and a tablespoon of butter. So for the rest of the day, I just answered some emails, ran some errands, and took a nap. Oh, and I also had a cup of broth, but I don't bother counting the calories because, I don't know, negligible, probably. Anyway, now we're on to dinner. So the easiest way to cook salmon without it stinking out the place is to bake it in a parcel in the oven. Use baking paper and foil. Check out my origami skills. Origami queen. Am I right? Am I right? So we just pop that in the oven, 180 degrees, 15 minutes, and you're done. Gotta have some veg too, don't we? So we've got some bok choy here, balsamic vinegar, and sesame seeds. This is a really easy way to make veg tasty. Chop it up, throw it in the pan with some butter. Viking's having some eggs too, but I'm not. Of course, more Himalayan pink rock salt, because why wouldn't you? Sprinkle those sesames in. And a splash of balsamic, give it a toss. Couple of minutes, just so it wilts a bit. Oh, and look at that salmon. Beautiful. And here we go. This is my dinner. So we've got a large salmon fillet. Again, probably about 2 tablespoons of butter here, and my green veg. I am so tired at this point. I'm sorry, I didn't really do any sort of outro. So look how tired I am. Oh my god. I'll see you guys later. Okay, you guys, it's actually the next day because I was just way too tired. So apologies for that, bit of an abrupt ending. Please don't just go off and copy what I'm doing. Diet is individual and it has to be based on your body type, on your goals, on your own individual needs. If this inspires you to look into intermittent fasting, or if it inspires you to look into low carb, high fat and intuitive eating, then by all means, research research for yourself, but please don't just blindly copy what I'm doing and think it's going to give you results. If you want more nutrition style videos, if you want to learn more about intermittent fasting, or if you want to learn more about low carb, high fat, if you want to know more about calories or protein or whatever, please let me know. Don't forget to like and subscribe, and I will catch you in another video. Bye.